And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We have it with Obama.
It turns out that he was writing to his then girlfriend, this is, back in the younger years, about how he had repeated fantasies of having sex
This
with
afternoon,
men.
we learned Joan Rivers, a queen of comedy, has died at the age of 81.
A recently rediscovered letter written by Barack Obama has brought to light his acknowledgement of having experienced gay thoughts. As a result of this revelation, supporters have rekindled discussions surrounding the enigmatic passing of the esteemed comedy icon, Joan Rivers. Just prior to her demise, Joan made public statements asserting that Barack Obama had undisclosed gay inclinations and that his spouse, Michelle, had undergone a gender transition. While these assertions were not given much credence by the media during that period, a significant number of individuals are presently asserting that Joan's claims were, in fact, accurate. This has prompted speculation regarding the possibility that Joan Rivers may have met with foul play as a consequence of divulging sensitive information about Obama. Hence, the circumstances surrounding Joan Rivers' demise warrant closer examination. Could it be that her revelations about Obama led to her untimely end? Let's delve into the details. But of course, before I spill anything, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's dive in.
Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender.
It's quite familiar to many of us. The topic of Joan Rivers' passing has once again surged in popularity across social media platforms, driven by the emergence of an aged letter composed by Barack Obama to his former girlfriend. In this letter, Obama openly confessed to entertaining fantasies about engaging in intimate relations with men. The resurgence of this letter can be attributed to an interview conducted by David Garrow, a Pulitzer Prize-winning historian and Obama biographer, during which he unveiled previously undisclosed insights into Obama's personal history.
Disturbing new details emerging tonight about the death of
A transgender.
Garrow's interview for Tablet magazine recently shed light on his extensive research involving interactions with over 1,000 individuals for his comprehensive Obama biography. This includes dialogues with Obama's ex-girlfriends, Sheila Miyoshi, Jagger, and Alex McNear. Garrow disclosed that Alex had shared letters from Obama from which a specific paragraph discussing gayness had been withheld, hinting at its presence. Despite initial redactions, Garrow ultimately managed to acquire the unedited versions of these letters from Emory University. The contents of the letter penned by Obama in November 1982, when he was 21 years old, are as follows. In regards to this, I must say that I believe this is to remove oneself from the present, a refusal perhaps to perpetuate the endless farce of earthly life. You see, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination. My mind is androgynous to a great extent, and I hope to make it more so until I can think in terms of people, not women as opposed to men. But in returning to the body, I see that I have been made a man, and physically in life, I choose to accept that contingency. He expressed his aspiration for an increased level of this androgynous perspective, to the point where his thoughts could transcend gender distinctions and perceive individuals purely as people, regardless of being women or men. However, he acknowledged the limitation of his physical embodiment, recognizing the reality of being a man in life, a condition he willingly accepted. In essence, the resurgence of this letter has reignited discussions surrounding Joan Rivers' passing and Obama's personal revelations, creating a renewed interest and dialogue in various online spaces. Following the widespread circulation of the letter across social media platforms, enthusiasts expressed a plethora of opinions, with a notable portion underscoring Joan Rivers' public declaration regarding Barack Obama's purported gender preference shortly before her passing. It was on June 30th, 2014, that journalists engaged with Joan Rivers at a bookstore in New York City, where she was overseeing a same-gender wedding ceremony for two of her admirers. In response to a reporter's inquiry about the likelihood of the United States witnessing a gay president, Joan Rivers delivered the following response.
Well, 'cause I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
We
president?
already have it with Obama. So let's just calm down.
However, Joan's statements didn't conclude at that juncture. Within moments, she pivoted to address the same reporter and candidly asserted that Michelle Obama was transgender. Given Joan's reputation for employing audacious humor, the general perception was that these remarks were in line with her characteristic jesting style, thereby not taken at face value in relation to Obama and Michelle. Nevertheless, the plot thickened just a bit over a month after Joan's articulation of these remarks. She met an abrupt demise, the result of complications encountered during a minor throat procedure at a clinic in Manhattan. Reportedly, Joan ceased breathing during the course of the procedure and was successfully revived an hour subsequent to the incident, before being transferred to Mount Sinai Hospital, where life-sustaining measures were instituted. Unfortunately, Joan Rivers succumbed on September 4th while still under the effects of a medically induced coma, never regaining consciousness. Subsequently, an official inquiry was initiated by authorities, and federal officials substantiated a series of errors committed by the clinic, both preceding and during the procedure. Notably, medical practitioners failed to respond to Joan's deteriorating vital signs, including a significant drop in her blood pressure, and there were indications that an incorrect dosage of anesthesia might have been administered. As revealed in the investigative records, the clinic omitted to record Joan's weight before administering sedation, undertook procedures for which her consent had not been granted, and astonishingly permitted a staff member to capture photographs of Joan while she remained under anesthesia. Melissa, the daughter of Joan, openly expressed her deeply rooted sense of outrage at the lapses exhibited by the clinic, articulating a profound state of perplexity in the face of such severe errors transpiring within the framework of a procedure that, on the surface, appeared minor and straightforward. Adding to the intricate nature of the situation was the emergence of conflicting narratives, as revealed by the official investigation, detailing the sequence of events subsequent to Joan's initial decline in vital signs at approximately 9 a.m. on August 20th. According to records obtained from The Guardian, spanning a span of 14 minutes, Joan's blood pressure underwent a marked decline, accompanied by a decrease in her blood oxygen saturation to a level of 3% lower than the established baseline. In a remarkably brief span of 4 minutes following these events, Joan's pulse ceased to be detectable. The sequence of events following this critical juncture, however, remains shrouded in uncertainty. According to records obtained by The Guardian, discrepancies exist as to whether medical personnel initiated efforts to revive Joan approximately 2 minutes after 9:28 a.m., or if it took an additional 10 minutes to administer drugs designed to address cardiac arrest. One account asserted that chest compressions commenced at 9:28 a.m., concurrently with the administration of the required medications. Contrarily, another report asserted that these vital drugs were dispensed at 9:38 a.m., a full 10 minutes subsequent to her cardiac arrest. Further adding to the complexity, contradictory reports surfaced concerning the dosage of the powerful sedative propofol that was given to Joan, a substance infamous due to its connection to Michael Jackson's premature death. The official records indicated that Joan was provided with a 300 milligram dosage of propofol. In stark contrast, a member of the clinic staff revealed to investigators that Joan had actually been administered a dosage of 120 milligrams. Clearly, a multitude of facets surrounding Joan's passing continues to baffle and present inconsistencies, leading to extensive conjecture over the course of years. Certain theories pose the notion that powerful entities potentially engineered Joan's demise, driven by her unflinching candor, which frequently manifested through provocative humor aimed at exposing realities concerning those in positions of privilege and power. Particularly noteworthy is the temporal proximity of Joan's demise to the time she publicly asserted Barack Obama's alleged homosexuality and Michelle's transgender status. This prominently has ignited virtual discourse, giving rise to speculation that Joan might have become a target due to her openness in revealing such information. Further deepening the sense of mystery is the memory of a comparable event in 2011 involving Larry Sinclair, who asserted to have had a romantic liaison with Obama. Sinclair's assertions and the book he penned detailing his encounters gave rise to inquiries concerning Obama's private life. In a grievous twist of fate, Sinclair was reportedly the victim of a hit-and-run incident 2 years after the release of his book. Given the resurfacing of Obama's letter confessing to same-gender fantasies, discussions have resurged on social media platforms regarding Joan Rivers' enigmatic death. Many participants in these discussions posed that Joan's revelations about the Obamas might have led to her untimely demise. A Twitter user contended that if Obama's alleged gayness is true, revisiting Joan Rivers' death investigation is imperative. Another individual emphasized the unsettling nature of Joan's death report, claiming that it points to murder. This resurgence in interest prompts one to contemplate the possibility of Joan Rivers being deliberately silenced for her outspokenness about the Obamas. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.